I threw Jill in the creek, and now she's rolling in the dirt. That's one dirty dog. We've got permission to go back here and camp. There's a creek along this tree line, and I can see the trees swaying back here at that side. Back here on this end of things, it's just a big windbreak, so it's dead. So we want to go down there, have access to water, and have the breeze on us both. So we're going to go down there and scout. Come on, Reeb, let's go. Good girl. Oh, I gotta gather these reins up. That corn over there, just at the end of those rows, right where those trees are swaying, that corn is blowing. And so we know, I can see the shade there, and we know that there's going to be a good breeze over there. Now, right over here is the creek. So, looks like we've hit pay dirt. And if we don't have grass, well, I've got a bale of hay right here on the wagon. So, all right, let's go. Man, Reba's. This here, is, best as I can tell, is natural Kansas prairie grass. It's as tall as a man. It's so thick you can hardly carry a water bucket through it. And with all this heat and dryness we've had, all these other plants just burning and wilting up, this stuff is just green and lush. And it's got to have one heck of a root system to do that, I would think. Oh, if this is God's design, maybe a few of us ought to be trying to figure out how to use it. It is 6 o'clock. And we have a great campsite. It's got a real good breeze that's coming from across this field. And right down there is a creek with plenty of water. Over there is some natural prairie grass. Not there, but over there. And well, it's you know, this morning got up at 4, had to clean Reba's pen, then I had to take the shovel and just kind of drag it across the pen because it was so tore up to level it all out. Then I took all her hay and just kind of spread it down lightly over her pen, and that was just one chore in many. And we went downtown, and that was real good. We went to the diner, that was real good. It was just a real good day for meeting people. We seem to have gotten condition of the sun. We traveled all day long, right through the heat of this day, and this was a hot day. And now here I've come, I've set Reba up in this adjoining field. The fence is down, and she's under the eave of the trees where there are dropped limbs and stuff where people don't want to mow, you know, anyway. So I figure that's fine. And if somebody's going to put animals in there, they're going to have to put an electric fence up or something. So I think I'm just fine there. But it's 6. I've had breakfast. I'm just now getting ready so that I can have something to eat. And this wagon, when I parked it, was 50 yards down that way, which is slightly downhill. I already had Reba completely unhooked, and there was no way I was going to go through all that hooking her up. And I pulled that wagon up here myself. And that soft dirt, I could hardly get it going. And by the time I got up here, I was so winded, all I could do was heave, was just bend over and heave. And it's, what I'm saying is, this is a lot of work every day. It's worth it, but it is a lot of work. I know the pioneers had a lot of work, but they were together. You know, there were men, women, children. This is definitely, if there were 2 or 3 of us here, we could divide up tasks and it'd be easier. You know, somebody cooking, somebody setting up the pen, somebody fetching water, and so on. But it's a great spot. Real glad to have it.